Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2020, the album Dad AF. Rock on, gold dust woman. All right, let's get to this video. Yes, I am back again for another Shane Dawson video. And actually, I want to address a comment that I got before I get into this video. We're going to talk about Jaden Smith, and we're going to talk about Jada Pinkett Smith, and both of them coming out and calling Shane Dawson out. I also want to talk about James Charles. James Charles is also calling Shane Dawson out on the heels of a lot of people saying that James Charles should accept his apology. They're suggesting that because Shane apologized in his video to James Charles, you know, that maybe James should come out and accept it. What will James do? James has made his stance very, very clear, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. But before I get into that, I want to address this comment that I got. Someone said, do you ever make videos about others than Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star and James Charles and Tati? Okay, so I think it's a very valuable question. Yes, actually I do. I have 5 channels total. So this is my drama channel. I also have a vlog channel where I vlog for an hour and a half every single night. I also have a Peterisms channel where I go and I read meditations and I talk about lessons I've learned in my life and how I have grown from those things. I also have a booktube channel, which is where I started, where I review books and all of that. I also have a true crime book club. And I also have a review channel where I review things every single day. Now, since I'm talking about my review channel, I'm going to do a comparison study to this drama channel. If I had gone and I had reviewed 4 Starbucks drinks every day in a row for 4 days, which happens often on that channel, and Starbucks came out with a brand new drink, yes, I would go and I would pull right through Starbucks and I would review that drink. So over here, whatever is going on is what I'm going to report about. So just like all of the other drama channels are doing out there. And, you know, if something is hot topic that's going on right now, I'm going to come on my channel and I'm going to discuss it and I'm going to share it with you guys. For those of you that don't have Twitter and don't see these things happening, I'm going to give my 2 cents about it, and that's how it is over here. So just saying, yes, I do talk about other people. I've talked about Jake Paul. I've talked about Tana Mojo. I've talked about Simply Kenna. I've talked about Trisha Paytas. I've talked about, oh my God, on and on and on. Did I say Tana Mojo already? Jake Paul, all them. I've talked about Jaclyn Hill. I've talked about Nikki Tutorials. I've talked about Patrick Starr. I've talked about Manny MUA. I've talked about Laura Lee. I've talked about, I mean, so many people. I've also done videos on this channel about how I possibly met a serial killer. You can watch the whole vlog over on my vlog channel. I went to the house. I also have talked over here about my recovery, my sobriety, my coming out story, being bullied when I was in high school. There's a lot of other videos on here other than just my videos about Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. So, but that's what's going on right now in the world. So, of course, that's what, as a drama commentary channel, I'm going to come over here and make videos about. So, let's get into what is going on, okay? This is literally on the heels of me just making a video addressing Shane Dawson's apology or accountability video or whatever you want to call it. And I said in my last video that I wanted to kind of sit on it for 24 hours and think about how I felt about things. Last night, it was like I could have thrown up my ring light and all of that kind of stuff. But you know what? I thought, I'm not going to rush into this. My husband and I sat down. We caught up on 2 full episodes of RuPaul's Drag Race. We had some of the most fantastic Thai fried rice in the world. And, you know, I just enjoyed my evening. And I wanted to really think about how I felt about all of this. And one of the most important things I said in my video and how I really feel is that Shane Dawson's apology is not for me to accept, okay? There are a lot of people out there that are in a position to accept Shane Dawson's apology, but I'm not that person, okay? What is interesting to me is the hundreds of thousands of people out there that are accepting Shane Dawson that, like me, are not in a position to accept Shane Dawson's apology and to just say, oh, you know what, Shane, it's okay, right? So, but if I could think of a couple people that are in a position to accept or deny Shane Dawson's apology, well, I would say the Smith family is probably one of them. And the reason why is, and I'm going to kind of talk in code on this video because, you know, YouTube doesn't like certain words and, you know, sensitive things and over here. So, If you don't know, one of the things that has come out about Shane Dawson is that there's a video clip that he uploaded himself, and it is a video clip of, I believe, himself, and there's a picture or like a poster of Willow Smith. I think she was 11 years old at the time, and he is simulating an act while he is like looking at this poster, okay? So he didn't specifically talk about that in his apology video. That was kind of like, he just kind of went over everything and just said, hey, I'm not that person anymore. 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 Which is why I titled my last video, The Shane Dawson Apology, and in the thumbnail I put, I'm not that person. I don't know who he is. I really, at this point, I don't know who Shane Dawson is. I don't know if Shane Dawson even knows who Shane Dawson is. I think Shane Dawson knows who he wants us to think he is, but I don't know who Shane Dawson is, okay? So, Jaden Smith came out. Let me get on here and pull up. I had his Twitter pull up. Actually, right now, Jaden and Jada Pinkett Smith coming out against Shane Dawson is trending on Twitter right now. Not just Shane Dawson, them coming out against him is trending on Twitter right now. So, Jaden put out 3 hours, well, 3 hours ago, he put 3 rows of like rage faces, emojis, okay? Then, same time, he put out, and I'm not going to include these in here because of some of the sensitive words that they use, but he put out, I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, all right? Then if you go up, 2 hours ago, he said, Shane Dawson, I am disgusted by you. You, an 11-year-old girl, referring to the situation that happened, who happens to be my sister, is the furthest thing from funny and not okay in the slightest bit. Because Shane Dawson kind of excused a lot of this away by saying that it's funny, it's his sense of humor, and that he makes fun of things because that's how he deals with, apparently, I don't know, all of these horrible things that have happened in his life. Okay, so that's what he said. And then Jaden came out and he said, this man was also doing blackface on the regular. As the youth, we need to support creators who support us and our morals. This is not okay. And then he retweeted his mother's tweet where she said, to Shane Dawson, I'm done with the excuses. So very, very interesting. And there's a lot of comments underneath here, okay? And it was interesting because I saw somebody like tweet out, like when I was going through here, if you go underneath the trending tab, #1 trending on entertainment is Shane Dawson trending with Jaden and Jada Pinkett. And it's there, if you go to it, the first 2 things are them coming out. And someone said, is this Sebastian Williams? Hold on a second. No, it's Sebastian somebody else. Okay, someone said, if Jada and Jaden Smith, the mother and brother of Willow Smith herself, do not accept Shane Dawson's apology, none of you guys should even be justifying his actions or saying he apologized. Somebody else said, Shane Dawson getting, these are like the main ones on the trend, Shane Dawson getting clocked by the entire Smith family is probably the last thing I ever expected to see this year. Someone else said, Shane Dawson was the most beloved YouTuber on the planet a few months ago, and now he has the entire Smith family, and all, life comes at you fast. Pop Crave has picked up the story and said Jaden Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith react to the clip that resurfaced of Shane Dawson staring at a photo of preteen Willow Smith while pretending to, and then they go in there and they talk about the tweet. I mean, there's a lot of, so many people are picking this up and talking about it. And like, you know, it's just a huge deal. Underneath here, if you go underneath Jada Pinkett Smith's response, someone said, when I read what he did, I unfollowed him, and oh, I just feel sick right now. Liam McAvoy, he is everywhere. He's the one that made the Jeffree Star videos. I've been reading his literally the second tweet. He said, we are too, queen, we are too. And someone said, I thought so too, and was confused because he hadn't been, oh, this is referring to Jeffree Star. Then I clicked on his tweet and saw that it was a response to something deleted. Okay, well, I don't know what that's about. Someone said, your daughter, you are the person to be outraged. I'm sorry this happened to your family. Thank you for saying something. Someone said, drag him, mama. Someone said, that's just one of numerous instances of this happening. Goes on and on and on. One person after another has things to say. Let's go underneath Jaden's comment and see what people are saying to him. Somebody in there said, like, I saw this comment and somebody said that like Jaden and Jada shouldn't come out against Shane Dawson like he made this apology, and somebody was like, who are you to tell them whether or not they should accept his apology or not? So, you know, let me know what you think about this. Oh, this is where it at. This is, somebody says underneath Jaden's, people are not perfect, they shouldn't be expected to be either. He moved past it and realized he was wrong. That's punishment enough. Y'all are holding people to impossible standards. Yeah, what he said was gross, but he stopped. I accept his apology. Cancel culture is toxic. So imagine telling somebody's brother that, you know? Someone said asking for basic human decency and not to be disgusting to the extent isn't holding someone to impossible standards. Shouldn't even have to be educated on this. He was old enough to know. Okay, and it goes on and on and on. So that's what it is. Now, interestingly enough, somebody messaged me this, and then I went in and I looked, and by the time I had read the message, I had had like 6 more DMs about this. Crazy. I mean, it's just like, it's just one thing after another, after another, after another at this point, right? James Charles, when you go into his likes, James Charles is liking these tweets. He liked, so like I said, there's a lot of speculation that James Charles is going to come out and he is going to accept Shane Dawson's apology because Shane apologized directly to him in the video. That's obviously not the case, okay, that James is going to accept his apology. So obviously, James may know something that we don't know from behind the scenes of what happened a year ago, or he still is not happy about it, because Jaden came out with that statement, and James Charles liked it. To Jada Pinkett Smith, to Shane Dawson, I'm done with the excuses. James Charles has liked that tweet as well. So, it doesn't appear to me as if James Charles is at any point ready to accept to accept Shane Dawson's apology. I don't know. You know, like I've said before, it's not really for me to accept an apology or not an apology. Like I said, I don't want these people canceled. I said this in my last video. I want them to learn. I want them to grow. Like I want for myself, like I want for you, like I want for everybody else out there. But at this point, I need to withdraw my support from supporting these people and focus on more positive YouTubers out there that aren't putting out all of this stuff. And that's where I'm at today with it. Will I continue to talk about it on this channel? Absolutely, as it comes out, or if it doesn't, and this is the end of it, well, then I'll be talking about Jaclyn Hill, I guess. So, I mean, that's where we're at with it. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.